All right, hello everyone. Today is a special stream on Monday, September 8th, because I just got a new microphone. So you guys will have to let me know how the sound quality is, like how close and far. This is my first time using this thing for a stream, so hopefully it's a lot better than what I was using, because that was the biggest complaint kept getting is, oh my gosh, your audio quality is awful, and it was. So anyway, got the microphone now. Pretty excited about that. Hopefully that will upgrade the stream experience a little bit. And yeah, just let me know how the sound is as we go. Right now, I'm just sitting at my desk here and, let me know if this is too quiet and I can try to move it closer. Sweet, sounds good. Also, thank you everyone for showing up early, chatting in the comments here. Seeing a lot of Montana comments, and actually I was thinking about generating the random point for Montana today, because I did drive through there on my way back from Canada, and yeah, I'm intrigued. I think it would be some fun to do some stuff there. And also, meteor impact craters in the Snake River range sounds really cool. Anyway, yeah, just keep me posted on the mic settings. We'll see if that stays consistent. So, let's start off. I wanted to show you guys real quick just where I went in Canada to kind of recap, because the last stream I researched my entire Canadian trip, and now that I've done it, I figured it'd be fun to give you guys a little sneak peek into what's coming. So basically, let me turn on borders here. What I did was drove up from Logan through Idaho, through Oregon, and then I made the Washington random point journey, which was really fun. The random point ended up being up right over here. So I kind of took this route, talked a little bit about the Scablands. I didn't really see anything cool in the Scablands, just because most of the cool stuff's over here. But anyway, went up close to Rainier, and I summited this peak right here, which got us a great view of it, and then went around, stopped in Leavenworth, Washington, around Lake Chelan, and then up to the point, which was up outside of Carlton here in this canyon. And it was actually really hard to get to the point. It was really late. The sun had just set, and I was like, well, we're getting there tonight. But yeah, it sucked to get there. It was very steep, but it was really fun. After that, hiked in the North Cascades, summited one of these peaks over here. I think this one. That was gorgeous. And it was great because I could legally fly my drone in this little valley here, and I just got some of the best drone shots I've ever gotten. Then we went up into Canada through the, what's it called? Okanagan Valley, I think. Up by these really long lakes, through Kelowna. And I backpacked in Valhalla Provincial Park. That video is going to be really fun. I canoed on this lake near Caslow, because we stayed in Caslow. And then we drove around all these mountains. Went through Revelstoke into the Canadian Trench. And then I hiked up by Mount Assiniboine, which is, where is that? Right here. Got up to these lakes right here. There's some lakes up in there that were gorgeous. And then the rest of the trip was in kind of Banff, Jasper area here. And it was awesome. So anyway, that's what we did. And that was all thanks to the stuff we found on the stream. So that's why these streams are really awesome for me, because I literally do find a lot of the places I go in my videos on these streams. So anyway, today I wanted to look at some new trips that I might try to do this fall. Definitely nothing as big as that Canada trip, but so we might be sticking a little bit closer by. But anyway, forgot, I gotta check the comments once in a while. Hello everyone though. Got Chase, Ruby, Slim, Tortillo, Milk, Luke Rockwalker. Which microphone is it? It's a Samson. I think it's just the cheapest Samson. Here, right. The box is right over here. I can find it. Yeah, just the cheapest microphone at Best Buy. Samson Q2U. So, yeah. Sounds good though. I mean, it's worth it. It's only $70. So, anyway. Okay, let's see. First up today, I wanted to research, or I just wanted to look around Mount Bora because I'm going to try to do that next weekend. And I just want to look at the route a little bit. So this is Mount Bora. Actually, let me go full screen here. Let's see, make sure this looks good. $70 well spent. Yeah, it definitely is so worth it. I've used it for a couple of my voiceovers already, and yeah, it's amazing. Okay, perfect. That's framed. Awesome. So anyway, what I'm going to be doing is hiking from, I think the trailhead's around here, up this, and then up this ridge. So I just want to see what the view is going to be like. Because I would like to fly my drone. It is legal here, but there might be a lot of people, so the drone is going to be, a maybe. Because if there's a lot of people, I'm not going to fly it. Anyway, this stuff looks really cool, though. These ridges here. I think that would be great if I got the drone about where the camera is here. Like that wall looks really nice there. And then what do we have on the other side? Because like this might be a good place to fly it too. There's some really cool banding. Oh, there's a lake down here. I didn't even realize that. Yeah, that'll be cool as well. Okay, well yeah, that video should be pretty straightforward. I don't really think there's anything here that I haven't noticed already. This syncline is beautiful. You can see the folded rock layer. I could actually see a lot of this stuff from Leatherman when I summited it. Yeah, this would be really cool to get the drone near. And then what does it look like from this side? Yeah, nothing crazy. Okay, cool. Yeah, I don't think I need to do much Google Earth on that trip. But you guys mentioned Montana. I might as well just generate some random points real quick because that would be a good thing to look around for. So what state should I do first? I need to do Montana, California, Utah, and New Mexico. I don't think I've done New Mexico because I'll show you guys this. I have a little. I've just only been. Oh, not Google Earth Studio. I'm stupid. I've only recently kind of been tapping into the capabilities of Google Earth. It really is such an amazing program. But yeah, I can like build these maps that have all my random points in them, so it's a lot easier to see. So now I can see that I've done the Idaho one, I've done the Washington one, but I can also see what I'm missing here. I don't have the Nevada one in there, but I've also done that. So yeah, missing California, Utah, New Mexico, and Montana. So which one should we generate? I got my globe toss here. Thanks to viewer Cedric for building this. Let's see what you guys want. Wyoming, yeah, I have Wyoming generated. If you guys want to see real quick, I'll show you where it's at. Wyoming is going to be really hard. That's the reason I haven't done it yet. Because when I generated Wyoming, I was hoping it would be on this half of the state. Because that's close to me, and also it's a really cool area. But it's on the eastern half out here. Very remote. The nearest road is about 20 miles away. The nearest dirt road is a lot closer, but I don't know if my car can drive on these Wyoming dirt roads. So yeah, it's a really far one. I will get there eventually, but that might be a next year kind of thing. Because my plan for the route is to start here, maybe stop at Fossil Butte National Monument, maybe hit a hike in the Wind Rivers, and then stop at these really cool granite domes that they've got here, the Sweetwater Rocks, and then get to the point. So that's kind of like a week-long trip, I think. And so I'm just waiting on Wyoming, but it will be an epic video once I finally make it. Anyway, Miriam Lake Peak, yeah. I should check in on that. Update on the crater I found. It's not a crater. Well, what is it then? Oh shoot, we got a lot of comments here. Sorry, let me read all this. Check out Mackay, Idaho. Yeah, Mackay, Idaho is always fun. Finally caught the live. Welcome, Buddhist priest. That's a great name. Have you ever examined the Caucasus? I have not. Well, not in depth at least. That'll be if we do a Europe stream, that'd be good. How do you know the laws regarding drones for different locations? I had to get a license to do it, and that helped me learn everything. And then I always just check up, and by now I pretty much have them all memorized. The drone weighs, it's really light. It's like a little lunch box. I don't have it on hand, but if you could just imagine a little lunch pail, the drone itself is really light. I have not been out to Texas and New Mexico. Montana, please. Okay, we'll do Montana. Do you have any interest in visiting Paleolithic obsidian flint chert outcrops? That sounds really cool. I think I've come across one before, but I wasn't sure. But yeah, that would be really cool. Love the channel, man. Thank you, Prize Pig. Okay, we'll do Montana. Actually, I do want to check out this crater thing you're talking about real quick, though. Yeah, Montana. Well, so my rule for the random point ones is it has to be public land. So a lot of eastern Montana isn't public land. So if it ends up being over there, like, it's going to have to be near this reservoir or, like, you know, the little bits of public land they probably have down here and stuff. So yeah, as long as it's public land, I will go there. But let's check out this point real quick. Also, I've been really interested in mountaineering lately, so if any mountaineers are in the chat, please let me know your knowledge. Oh, that does look cool. What is this? Antarctica is imaged so terribly, so I can't really tell. I don't know. That just looks like a glacier, maybe like coming off a hill and pounding into the flat ground and making this little tub, like this glacier here. I don't know. That's really weird. When you said Snake River Range, I thought that was going to be in Idaho. But anyway. Okay, Montana. Here we come. So I'll just get us, wow, taking the longest route possible. So the way this website works is you just center your screen on whatever you want to generate a random point in, and it generates in the screen. So it is possible that we generate outside here. So the first point that is within Montana and on public land is going to be the Montana random point that I'll use for the video. So here we go. Let's see if we get lucky right off the bat. Okay, there's Eastern Montana. Let's copy it, and then I'll put it into Google Maps here, and then we'll go to CalTopo because that's how I really tell. Looking at this, so it looks like it's on a farm, but we'll check. CalTopo is my new favorite mapping website. I freaking love this website so much. It's got every single overlay you could need, and it's so easy to use. Okay, so let's add us a point here. That is the random point we just generated. Is it on public land? I don't think so. So we can see that the orange here is BLM, which is what I would want. Here, wait, let's go to the key real quick. Oh, wait, I can see it on the phone. I always forget how to get to the key on the computer. Okay, regardless, all these colors are public land. I can't remember what yellow is. But, yeah, we're not on it here. We've got an orange section really close, so that's too bad. I want to find the key. What do we got? Any CalTopo pros here? On the phone, there's like a little key button. Oh, maybe it's this? No? Okay. Because I know blue is like Fish and Wildlife, purple is National Park, orange is BLM. I'm not sure what yellow is. It must be like Wildlife Refuge or something along those lines. I'll check later. Okay, so that one didn't work, so let's try again. Okay. Ooh, that one would be fun. I hope this is on Forest Service. Oh, well, yeah, actually, we'll put it in here. Okay, is this going to be the point? Really close to this mountain range here. Not quite in it, though. How close to a road are we? It looks like pretty dense forest, but there seems to be a road cut there. I'm assuming that's a Forest Service road. Let's check. Add marker. I don't know what's going on the base layer there. Oh, it's just barely on because there's a piece of private right next to it. Okay, perfect. So this is going to be the Montana Point, deep in the forest. And it looks like we got some larch around here. You can see those turning yellow. Or that might be aspen, but looks like larch to me. Okay, cool. That's exciting. Really close to this mountain range, too. That looks beautiful. I'm not sure what range this is. Okay, so let me save this guy. Montana random. Okay. Exciting. That one's really fun. That looks like it's gonna be great. Also, apologies if you hear my roommates in the background. I live in a kind of small place now, and I have lots of roommates, so you might hear some people. Yes, this is the Montana random point. So, oh, here's somebody suggesting something cool for Montana. We'll check out Montana for a little bit. Yeah, Myron Cook is super cool. I'm not surprised that he specializes in Wyoming. Also, what's up, Brady? And a bunch of other people. Thanks for joining in. From Italy. Nice. Yeah, where is everyone watching from today? I always like to ask. It's very interesting. So, yeah, the Western Montana one is not going to be easy. Let's look at, so I think what I would do is I would drive up. I would start here. And then I could go up and maybe visit there's so many mountain ranges in Montana. They just have so many little mountain ranges. That's kind of the thing there. So maybe I could just go hike to a lake in like 4 different ranges on the way to this point. And then I would start heading towards Lolo Pass and then break off. Or I guess I could go up this way. I don't know. Yeah, this is a pretty remote area, it looks like. And there's going to be grizzlies here. That's the other thing. It's grizzly country for the random point, which is always a little scary. Yeah, this mountain range looks really nice. Okay, someone was talking about something in Montana. Let's see if that's close by. Oh, yeah. This is the big Snowies or something. Yeah, this is a place I really want to go to for a video, but another time. I really think these bowls look cool. Okay, so we're up by this range. Snowshoe Peak. Let's just see what Lee Lake looks like. Wow, look at that. Is that granite or limestone? It's probably limestone. Really cool steps right there. Yeah, it looks pretty layered. Cool. Okay, this is really pretty. Let's see if there's any other. No summit 360s. That's sad. This does not look like a popular mountain range at all. There's almost no photospheres here. There's just 2. Yeah, wow, that's cool. Popular mountain ranges will have hundreds sometimes, so this is impressive. And gorgeous. Wow. Okay. Well, there we go, Montana fans. I will eventually make a video there. This one, again, is probably not going to happen this year because it's gonna be way too snowy up there soon. But in the meantime, let's do another one. Got Cali, New Mexico, and Utah left. I think I might do Utah. I'm really curious because the first video was in Utah, but wasn't supposed to be. So, yeah, Snowshoe Peak did look really cool. It'd be cool to summit one of those mountains for sure, especially if there's no photospheres. Ah, key is in the bottom? Okay. Key. Oh, right there. I see it. Duh. Okay. Fish and Wildlife Service is yellow. Okay. Yeah, I really need to use my eyes, jeez. So blue is state, and then we got tribal DOD, which is going to be military stuff. Okay. Thank you. I'm blind. What is the end goal for the Random Point series? I don't know if there's an end goal. It's more of a journey kind of thing. I think the ultimate end goal would maybe be doing the entire world, like doing something, absolutely ridiculous. But really, I think the point of the Random Point series is it's just supposed to be a fun way to explore areas, maybe in a different way than I'm used to. Because the thing about the Random Point is it's going to take you to a place that you never would have gone to. And I like that because sometimes we get caught up in the echo chambers of traveling. Like if you research best hikes in Utah, you're going to get the same 5 hikes from every single website you go onto. Or when you talk to people, they're going to tell you the same thing for the most part. So the Random Point is not subject to those biases. So it's going to send you somewhere that you never would have gone to. And that's what I like about it. So I don't know if there's an end goal. I think that if I had to say, it would just be to do every state, and then maybe countries eventually if I did get to that point. Also, someone said do the British Columbia, Yukon, Alaska tri-point, and that, what is that, like right up here? That's ridiculous, man. Oh, no, that's over here. Yeah, I actually was just in British Columbia, so we got some BC content coming soon. But anyway, let's do Utah now. Because I actually might be able to do Utah soon. Because that's the thing with the Random Point videos is they're really hard to make. They take me a long time, so that's why they don't come out as maybe often as people would like. Because it takes me so long to make them. Let's I want to rotate the map here. What's our key for that? Not shift. Well, I guess I'm not rotating the map. I feel like I remember though. Oh, I don't have Cedric in here to ask. Okay, let's do Utah though. The first point here in Utah on public land is where I'm going. Colorado. Nevada. Nevada. There we go. Oh, Salt Flats. That would be interesting. I don't think this is public though. That'd be really cool though. I have never actually visited the Salt Flats, which feels a little silly as a Utah resident currently. Yeah, that looks like mining property. Let's check. Damn, Salt Flats would be cool. Add marker. Dang it. Yeah. I think all of this is a military base. Yeah, because this is a military base too. Dang it, dang it, dang it. Well, I hope we get another Salt Flats one because that would be so cool. Okay, try again. Need to not zoom in. Okay, back to Utah. First Utah point on public land. Whoa, right next to Lake Powell. That's probably public land. I think this is going to be it. Having a good feeling about this one. Okay. Whoa. Yeah, that is remote. Jeez. Yeah, my car cannot make it out there. I don't think. I really need to get a 4x4 vehicle. There is a road near. I mean, it doesn't look like a terrible road, but not the best either. Okay, this one I'm pretty sure is on public. That'd be a really fun adventure too. Zoom out. Oh yeah. Solid. Utah is literally solid BLM land down here. That's so fun. Okay, so there we go. Utah Point. That one is going to be tough. Might have to have my dad come down with his Forerunner for that one. But it'll be fun. There's even this cool canyon right next to it that I bet nobody ever goes to because it's one of the 2 trillion canyons. Okay, cool. That's really exciting. I'm going to add this one. I think... Oh, caps lock is on. All right. Let me check up on comments real quick. If you do Hawaii, would you redo it until it doesn't land in the water? Yeah. I don't... Hawaii is going to be interesting. I guess we could go try to do that. Colorado 13ers. Yeah, I do want to... I don't know if I'll do all the 14ers, but I do want to go do my first soon because I've never done one. I have been to Notch Peak. It's in my random Point Nevada video. Anyway. Yeah, I could mod my Crosstrek. I just don't know if I want to do that. I feel like it might be good to just keep my Crosstrek as my road car and then not, make it less highway capable. Oh yeah, rent an ATV. That's not a bad idea. Have you tried contacting local people about roads? Some of these roads are literally just so out there that there's not many people, and I usually just try to play it safe with roads. But oh, that's really cool. Nice. Boat deliveries. All I can say is good luck with that point. Yeah, that's going to be rough. Okay, so let's do New Mexico now. Also, can you guys hear my roommates? They're making noise, but I don't know if you can hear them. Curious. See how good this mic is, I guess. Okay, New Mexico, random point. First point in New Mexico on public land. Here we go. There we go. Okay. I think that's public land. That is in the forest. Let's see. Whoa, that's cool. Look at that. That's a really cool bowl right there. Oh, that's so neat. New Mexico is so uncharted. Okay. I'm keeping my hopes up for this one. This one seems really cool. I gotta say elk on this one. Please. Oh no. Yes, it's Forest Service. Let's go. Okay, that one's gonna be so fun. Yeah. Sweet. Okay, there we go. New Mexico. We're just ripping through these. New Mexico random. Okay, California is the only one I got left now, I think. California's gonna be a weird one to generate because I can't, get this shape very centered. It's gonna take quite a few clicks here. Yeah, okay. Here we go. First try. Ah, close. Oh, second try. That's in California for sure. Is it on public? I'm not sure with this one. I'm really not, I never do anything in California, so I don't know much about it. Oh, is it right on a road? Oh, is that like a telephone line? Power pole road? Weird. Okay. Just north of Tahoe. Yeah, I'm gonna have to I don't know, come over to Oregon and go in this way or something. That would be fun though. Okay, let's see. Looks like Forest Service. There we go. Okay. Actually, this is really ideal too because a lot of California public land in the busier areas is pretty restrictive on like going off trail. And so Northern California is a good scenario because I'll be able to go off trail and not get in trouble. And where's the nearest road to this? I assume there's a road to this reservoir and I can hike over. There we go though. Okay. That was a lot easier than I thought. That should be all the random points. Unless you guys have any suggestions for other places I should do a random point journey. I'm excited about this one though. Because I've really, really wanted to visit Lassen for a while. So I'm thinking, yeah, I'll just start in Northern California, visit Shasta, Lassen, random point. That'll be good. And I mean, the area itself is just going to be Ponderosas, looks like. Anyway, let's check some comments here. Stampede Reservoir mentioned. Obviously, a lot of these states close to Idaho, Utah, so you've probably been to them before. But do you ever do touristy things when doing the challenges? I mean, so far I've only done the 3 videos, so I haven't done anything touristy in those. Well, actually, that's not true. When in the Washington one I just did, I stopped at the tourist town of Leavenworth for the video, and let me tell you, that was not my scene. But so yeah, I'd say if the route kind of takes me through a touristy place, yeah, I would stop at it for the random point videos. But yeah, all these points look great. I think we got pretty lucky with these. Yeah, mining, a cool like abandoned mine video would be interesting. That'd be really interesting. All right. Yeah, that was a very good outcome for California. Find a spot with flint trailings. That would be pretty cool. Yeah, you can email me about that stuff. Yeah, sorry if I miss comments, guys. It's to the point where I can't read them all, but yeah, very cool stuff. Yeah, Subarus are very capable. I do know that, but I just don't want to destroy mine because, like, everyone's always telling me, you know, your Subaru could have done that road, and they're not wrong, but there's also a much higher chance of failure on those roads that I choose not to do. And maybe the likelihood is still small, but I'd just rather not risk it, you know. So, anyway, okay, I think that's enough random point stuff for today. Let's just go look around at Google Earth now. See if we can find some cool stuff. Oh, really? Crashed. Really, really nice. Okay. So, my trips for the future are probably going to be a little more local here, but I do want to check out farther stuff for just far future stuff as well. But first off, I want to check out some 14ers. That's a great mention of 14ers because I want to figure out which ones I can do soon. Sneffels is high on my list for sure. Which, has anyone climbed Sneffels here? Because I talked to one guy who did it recently, and he said it was awesome. So I'm just trying to get a couple more, I don't know, personal accounts, I guess. It doesn't look terrible, but it looks pretty hard. Like, this looks difficult. I think this is the route up. That looks gnarly. I've heard it's like class 3. Yeah, like just class 3. I don't think I've heard anyone say it's class 4. Wow, that's so cool. Look at that rock glacier. That is so sweet. I don't think this is in wilderness either, or is it? I'm not sure. Okay, I think there's a better photosphere. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Snuffles looks so sweet. Wow. Those rock glaciers are insane. I didn't see that the last time I looked. Okay, that's pretty cool. There's quite a few people up here. What is this, August 2020? Everybody out climbing mountains. So yeah, Snuffles is high. I think I really just like the look of the San Juan area. Let's see. Looks like it's by far the most popular one over here. Ooh, these look nice. Maybe San Miguel. That looks gorgeous there. Really cool slides. Rock slides. Okay, San Miguel Peak. I don't know if this one is a 14er. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Chill. See if it'll tell me anything about it. No? Okay, let's look it up. Colorado 14ers. San Miguel Peak. It is, okay. Oh, no, it's a 13er. 13,756. It's probably why there's nobody on top of it. Okay, Wetterhorn or Creststone Needle. Mount Shasta. Yeah, I really want to do Mount Shasta. Oh, hi, I love your videos. Thank you. I have a Crosstrek too, and I was wondering what tires and rims do you have? I don't know what rims I have. They're the one that just came with the model. And then I have the Open Country AT3s. So that is the tire. And then mileage, I'd say my Crosstrek doesn't get the best mileage compared to what they marketed it as, but it's usually around 28, 29. So you mentioned you want to hear from mountaineers. I've done the 912ers in Idaho and several peaks in the Tetons, among others. What do you have questions about? Okay, that's really sick. I was wanting to ask, kind of like what your advice is for getting into it, because I want to get into it, but I also want to play it safe and not go crazy, and get myself into a bad situation. So like, just what was your progression? I guess that would be my first question. Creststone Needle. Ooh, oh, the Sangre de Cristo. This mountain range has always intrigued me because it's just deep valley, and then just straight mountain range. It looks really cool. Electric Peak. That sounds sweet. Oh, I lost it. Where'd it go? Do we got any? Oh, yeah. Okay. That looks really cool. These layers. Nice. Yeah, that reminds me a lot of the Lost River Range. Same size, same rocks. Very similar. It must be dry there. I think I read that you said Wetterhorn. Is that what it was? Ooh. Actually, I think I have looked at this one before. There's a Matterhorn right there? That does not look like the Matterhorn. Why did they name it that? Dang, there's just so many cool rock slides. That's probably my favorite thing about this San Juan area. Oh, sweet. Oh, I guess it kind of looks like them. Nah, that's not a Matterhorn, let's be honest. That looks cool. Giant block. Man, that's a beautiful time to be up there. July. The snow patches. See if I can get a different one. That one was kind of blurry. There we go. That one's clear. Smoky. Yeah, Wetterhorn seems like a good one. I like this. That is so sick. What is that? I'm looking almost straight west. Right? It must be this thing? This guy right here? No. Wait. Is it this? Shoot, I can't tell. I can't tell if it's this closer ridge or that farther one, but that looked so cool. Okay, I need to figure out where this is. Let's go back in. Let's see. That's going to be the first Google Earth find. I really like square mountains. I don't know. I think they're really fun because they're kind of rare. Wow, that's a great one. All right, I need to do some summiting in October. This is gorgeous. Okay, so it's a little northwest. That's if I'm believing that this is actually oriented correctly. Let's see. That block is Coxcomb Peak. Okay. Well, see, my thing is, too, I think the coolest looking mountains don't need to be summited. Like, this thing doesn't need to be summited, but I would love to get right below it just to see it. If you know what I mean. Okay. You said Coxcomb? I don't know if I read that correctly. Yeah, Coxcomb. So that... Oh. Yeah. So that's there. Yeah, that looks right. Wow, that's such a small ridge. Oh my gosh. That looks really cool. Yeah, okay, that's going to be the first good find of today. Good job, team. Okay. Let me read some comments here. Alluviations, yeah. I got altitude sickness on top of Mount Whitney, and I haven't hiked a mountaintop since. Oh, that's scary. Yeah, I haven't had altitude sickness yet, but I'm scared for the day that it hits me. My highest altitude so far was the Uinta video where I hit 13,000. But yeah, that's not that high compared to Whitney. Johnny Norman, thank you very much. I won't stop being me. Yeah, 2829 is really good. But on the Subaru website, they say you get 33 on the highway, but I do not get 33 on the highway. What apps other than Google Earth do you use to do your trip research? Caltopo is good, and All Trails, all those. Don't follow Aaron Ralston. I won't. Yeah, definitely trying not to do that. The key is to get a lot of practice on Class 4 in a safe environment. Yeah. There isn't a mountaineering group at Utah State. There's a canyoneering, but that's just a lot of rappelling, so they don't really scramble that much. Wait, what? Crestone Needle, Colorado. Interesting community there, huh? Yeah, call it attempting. That's definitely a good idea. There's also sand dunes just west. Yeah, I really want to go see some sand dunes over there. Oh, and Sloth. I'd say one thing I did to work up to harder peaks is to try and keep your focus on one new skill at a time. Okay. For example, I wanted to do a true winter alpine climb, so I picked a relatively low mountain with a short approach and climbed it in May. Okay. Yeah, I think right now the skills I want to learn is like being comfortable with Class 4 and more like I'm going to buy a rope soon. I would like to learn some anchors and rope skills. And then, yeah, like ice stuff. So I guess I'll focus on, since winter is coming, I'll probably buy an ice axe and maybe focus on self-resting and stuff like that. in a safe environment. All right, here we are. That's so cool. It's just like tundra up here. It's so interesting. That is really sweet. Just a giant wall. I think getting a little further back would be even cooler. Like probably maybe this peak here or this one. Oh, that is Wetterhorn. So maybe like this one. That's really cool. Coxcomb. Good to know. Because where are we? I need to like... Yeah. I think for Colorado Rockies, I'm literally just going to focus on the San Juan region. I think it's so much cooler than everything else I've seen. I mean, well, actually, where's Capitol Peak? I think Capitol Peak's really sick. Is it in... Okay, so Capitol Peak may be the exception. This area does look cool too. But I am not ready for Capitol Peak. No way. We'll wait on that one. Oh, this does look really cool though. It's all the red. Wow. Yeah. Never mind. I gotta check this out too. That looks sweet right there. I mean, can you imagine a drone shot through here? This might be wilderness though. This mountain is awesome with the white and red and green. We got one photosphere. That means it's not that popular. Oh my gosh, that is so awesome. That is really, really red. That's sweet. Okay, is there a 14 around here that's a little easier than Capitol Peak? Which one is good, Google Earth or Google Earth Pro? I think if you're trying to like do really advanced mapping stuff, Google Earth Pro. But if you're just trying to look around like I'm doing, Google Earth is a lot better. Pumpkin chocolate chip bread in my cabinet. Bro, I will take you up on that, Camden. Let's go. Arctic survival up and learning about layering. Yeah, I don't know anything about that. All right, Memphis, I'll check out your mountain real quick before I go back to these red ones. Yeah, San Juans just seem awesome. Have you done the knife edge, Luke? Because that would be insane. Oh, dude, I really want to start spelunking, but I don't know anyone who spelunks, and the caves are all pretty, you know, you have to know somebody who knows where the caves are, so I don't know where any of them are. But as that is, how is there not? This spot right here looks insane. But anyway, random coordinate. Oh wow, we're going all the way to Russia. Or were you the one that was asking about the Caucasus earlier? What's up? I'm streaming, so. Okay. Yeah. Zach, the roommate in the background. Yeah, I don't know if I would ever go to the Caucasus just because it's a little bit. It's just really far. It's just so far. But it is a really cool mountain. Let's see what it looks like. Ultimate side quest here. Wow, waterfall right up next to it. Okay, well, I can't even tell what the mountain is going to look like. They're probably climbing it. Let's see what it looks like from here. That is pretty. Wow. That's the mountain. That is pretty sweet. Okay. Well, maybe I'll have to look into this area. That looks gorgeous. I love this, I don't know, steppe? I don't know what ecosystem you'd classify this as. Doesn't look like tundra exactly, but maybe that would be. I don't know. Okay, I want to check out that Red Mountain area a little more. Or let's try Pyramid Peak. Okay. Yeah, that's okay, that's just north of this area. I think these are probably all a lot shorter, which is maybe why we don't got many photospheres here. There's no 14er people. Are they shorter? They look a little shorter to me. Where's Pyramid Peak? Oh, Pyramid Peak's popular. Wow. Looks like Glacier National Park almost. That's a good one. Okay, I'm saving that area though. I want to get over there. I want to summit like one of these really close to this white and red area, because that mountain looks so cool. Because that last point was someone was standing right there, but if you could just see that from up close, that'd be wicked. Cool. Let me add that so I remember to go save it later. Trivium. You notice the Trivium flag. Sup, Zach? Well, he left. I don't know where he went. No, but I've watched videos, yeah. Phasmo tonight? Yeah, that sounds good. At least I would like to. You live in Logan too? Nice. Let's go. There's a huge part of human history forgotten in that area. Oh, that's really cool. Yeah, I got all the flags back there. Oh, and then Sloth got some more tips here. Best way to get more comfortable on class 4 is climb more class 3 peaks and just not always pick the easiest line that you see. Pick the hardest one that you feel comfortable with. Okay, I've already started doing that because I did Leatherman and I was picking kind of harder lines on purpose. That way you can push your abilities and comfort level without worrying about potentially becoming a turnaround for the day. Yeah, I think my biggest thing too that I need to work on is just like mental like calm, because I kind of get a little panicked a lot, I guess, because I start thinking about it a little too hard. And I think I need to just be able to calm down and know what my abilities are without overthinking everything. Man, I just can't believe there's no spheres up here. Oh, let's try this one, Willow Pass. Nice. Okay, yeah, that's pretty close to where I was talking about, actually. Whoa! That looks so cool. Jeez. Maroon Bells Wilderness. Dang. Yeah. I've done nothing in Colorado. This is getting me excited. Jeez. Maybe this one too would be good. Seviers Mountain. Or Seviers, I don't know how to say that. Okay, where were we looking there? We were on Willow Pass. Oh, it was this mountain right here. That looked really cool. Maroon Peak. This just looks like Glacier. Oh my. Jeez. Okay, I want to do this one. I think this is my favorite one that I've seen. Get a pretty good view of that stuff over there. And then Capitol Peak. This red ridge is so... That's really cool. Wow, okay. Maybe I take it back. Maybe Maroon Bells is the place for me instead of San Juan's. Yeah. Okay, there's just this huge U valley here. An arete. Is that what it's called? I don't know how to pronounce it. The glacial landform. That is really cool. What, Is this Alpine Ski Resort? Oh, Snowmass. It's probably called Snowmass. What else we got? So Maroon Peak. Yeah, I feel like this one would be nice too. That one. Just up above Willow Pass. Let's see what's here. Buckskin Pass. That red is just ridiculous. Cool. Okay. Well, that is going on my bucket list for Colorado. Maybe I'll backpack there next year. Because my Colorado random point is... I think it's here. Yeah, it is. Because I was going to try to do these, maybe Shivano or Tabagachi for that video. But this spot just, I'm sorry, doesn't look as crazy as this area. But this Gunnison region is still really nice looking. I'm surprised there's not something on top of that. Oh, lag. It's actually the first time I've lagged on this stream, which is a very good sign. Last stream was so laggy. This is a really nice tri-point, though. I think that's kind of cool. Okay, I'll read some comments while this catches up. Anyway. Up in Finland, it's all just the same boring granite. I mean, granite is cool. I really like granite, too. It's just not red. But it can be pink sometimes. Got a random coordinate in here. Yeah, that is so true. Shout out to all the Google Maps people who upload the 360 photos. I've never done it. I don't actually know how to do it, but I definitely appreciate it. Let's see. Oh, back to the Caucasus. What is with the Caucasus today, guys? It's so funny. What were you saying about this spot? The ridge formed by the boundary of the empires. Oh, okay. Wait. I'm confused. Is this the border? I don't know what we're looking at here. Mount Elbrus looks insane, though. Is this a volcano? I didn't think there'd be a volcano. That is such a wide mountain. That's pretty sweet, though. Okay. I guess the side quest for today's stream is the Caucasus. Just keep going back there. Yeah, Google Earth is deciding to lag now. That's fun. That's okay, though. So anyway, Colorado. Okay, I think that's enough for Colorado. Definitely interested in this region. Maroon Bells and the San Juan area. I think those would be my introduction. And then can go a little bit more in depth once I do that. I also wanted to check out let's do a little look into Montana for next year. I'm really interested in the Absaroka region. Because what are these? Are these the Beartooth Mountains? So what they call these? And then also, yeah, the big snowy range up here seems cool. I don't know. Just any Montana suggestions would be good. And then for this fall, I'm thinking I'm probably going to head south, but I just don't know where yet. So I could do the Arizona random point, New Mexico random points now on the table as well. And then I've got, North Rim just burnt. So that I was kind of thinking about doing that, but now I'm a little skeptical. Although I could go to a different part of the North Rim. And then what else has been on my list? I don't know. Let's see. See if comments are bringing any inspiration. You ever been down a salt mine? I have. I got to go for one of my classes, and it was really cool. Yeah. It was one, I think it was 4 or 5 stories deep in the ground. It was pretty cool. Prescott, Arizona. Okay. Prescott. Here, let me go full screen. That'll make things a little better. Where are we right now? Oh, north of Phoenix. Okay. Yeah, actually, the random point is fairly near here. That's probably what I should look into, actually. The random point is right next to Globe. So I guess it's not that close, but what was I looking at? There was a stream a little while ago that I was looking at, and there was some pretty crazy stuff that I found near. Where was it though? Let's check here. Black River. No, I don't think it was that. Oh, it was here. This area looks really cool. Yeah, the Sierra Ancha Wilderness. I think that's what I want to visit the most. Let's check if there's anything new since last time. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is where I want to go. It really hides too, because it doesn't, I mean, in person those canyons look really big, but I don't know, it kind of just blends in. It doesn't stand out. Let's see what this one looks like. Is that the same spot? Jesus, Google Earth. I don't know if it lags as much on your screen as it does mine, but it is pretty bad. Okay, it's not letting me drag. Oh, there we go. Devil's Chasm. Yeah, I think this is where I'll go. Well, I don't know if I should make this its own video or during the random point. This looks like it could be a whole trip of its own. Okay, I think I'm going to close out this Google Earth tab and hopefully reset the cache, because that is awful lag. Guess we don't need this anymore either. Also, audio still good? Just wanted to ask. Has it been good? Please stop lagging. Oh, when you type with the little stars, I don't think it works in Google Earth. It has to be. You can just use spaces, actually. Well, I guess I can just type that in. Audio is bueno. Let's go. Okay, that makes me happy. Whoa, why did they open up this? Oh, this was for a thumbnail. I can just turn that off. That's how I make my thumbnails, guys. Actually, let's see if it works with the stars. Yeah, no, it doesn't. You have to be kind of finicky with all of this stuff. Honestly, the best way to type coordinates with Google Earth is just do spaces, because then you don't have to worry about any of the silly stuff. Usually works. Oh my gosh. That didn't work, though. Oh, right. Negative. Well, now you know what's on the other side of the world from you. Oh, wow. That does look cool. Is this granite or sandstone? Wow. Wow. So many photospheres. Popular area. Yeah, I haven't done much in Arizona either. Arizona and Colorado are both very strange to me. Yeah, this almost looks like granite. It's pretty cool. Boulders. People who do that are crazy. Um, Wait, let me go back to that area I was looking at. Where'd it go? It's here. Aztec Peak. Ooh, what's over here? I don't think I've looked. Yeah. Because I also haven't made any really archaeological related videos in a while, and it'd be really nice to do that again in Arizona. Man, this lag is annoying. I cursed it. I cursed it so hard. Interesting. Okay, nothing much there that I can see at least. Because this is just north of Globe. Where's Globe? So actually, let's go a little farther north and see what else I could do on a potential journey. Oh yeah, these canyons look cool. Check these out. Wait, is that a reservoir? Oh, it is. Shoot, I'm gonna sneeze. Don't sneeze. Or maybe these canyons aren't as cool as they seem. I don't know. Oh, it's a nice drone one. The drone ones are so nice. Okay, yeah, that's not as... I thought the canyon looked a little deeper. But it's pretty... It's because the surrounding area is so flat. See, that's what I meant earlier. It's like things like this stand out a lot on the map, but they're actually not that crazy. And then those other little canyons that I showed you guys earlier don't stand out at all, and yet they, you know, they're huge in person. Okay. I would theoretically drive this way. Oh, maybe the Mogollon Rim. That would be a great time to visit the Mogollon Rim. I always hear people say that. Let's see if I can find a really cool spot here. Yeah, I'll just go to the Mogollon Rim instead of the North Rim. It's a good replacement. This reminds me a lot of Australia. This is kind of what Australia was like in the Blue Mountains. This is just a trail that runs along the entire rim, because I feel like that'd be pretty nice. Wow. Yeah, that looks so much like the Blue Mountains. Which I really like the Blue Mountains, so. Okay. Mogollon Rim. There's probably some archaeological stuff here too that I could try and find. Maybe just getting out onto one of these would be really fun. This area looks pretty rocky. Yeah, I wonder. There's got to be some dwellings here, I feel like. Alright, I'll answer some questions real quick. Yeah, Luke, this is your territory. You're from Arizona, right? Onyx is probably the best mapper I've seen, but costs a subscription. Yeah, I mean, they all require a subscription at this point. Yeah. But anyway. Do you think it'd be possible to climb walk from Logan to Garden City? Yeah, I mean, you could. There's the Bear 100. It's pretty popular. But I personally wouldn't do that. Have you ever uploaded your own drone shots on here? No. I'm too lazy. Paria Canyon looks cool. I've seen that. What's your geology, geography background? Just lots of classes and lots of book reading. Oh, Mogollon is pronounced Magellan. Okay. I didn't know the L was like the Spanish L's. Okay. Magellan. Cool. Magellan Rim. I'm going to have to get used to that. Magellan Rim is super crumbly, so it's hard to climb out onto the cliffs, but it's a great view. Yeah, I really like Caltopo. You do need a subscription to download stuff on your phone, though, right? But I have been using it a lot. Magellan Rim. Magellan. Oh, that spot's nice. Okay. Yeah, that would be good. Let's see. Let's zoom back out real quick. Random points here. We'll stop at, I can't even remember the name, Aztec area. Magellan Rim. And then what else do we got? Is there one farther spot north? These buttes kind of look cool from satellite, but I don't know. I don't know what they would look like in person. Usually these buttes are not as cool on the ground. Let's check, I guess. Yeah. Nothing crazy. They look so cool from satellite, though. I think that's funny. Oh, what is that? Ooh. See, this area I really want to explore, but it's on the reservation, and I emailed them about it, but they never got back to me. These painted hills look really cool. Really, really cool. Little Painted Desert. It's not, yeah. It looks wicked over here. Look at those. Actually, I should use those for the next thumbnail. Oh my god, look at that one. That is so pretty. Jeez, that's so pretty. Wow. That one looks like a little mini volcano, even though it's not. There's a lot of cool colors here. I don't know if it'd be that vibrant in person, though, because it depends. Sometimes the satellite picks up a little more color. Man, I've never actually zoomed in on this area. I've always looked at these. But that's cool. I'm going to save... Oh, where'd it go? Shoot, I lost it. This one. This one looks so awesome. I need to screenshot that for a thumbnail or something. It has some earth art. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I need to figure out how the system works of going on their property. But again, and if I actually wanted to film anything, that adds a whole nother layer of difficulty. So, yeah. That's gorgeous. Look at those colors. Wow. The maroon, bluish gray to the white. That's so cool. I love that. Apple Maps is the best 3D satellite mapping. It does have good resolution. I just hate the Apple Maps UI. I'm an Apple Maps hater. But yeah, I will admit the resolution is really good. I do need to try Onyx out. I want to try it out. I also want to see if they would sponsor me or something, because I sponsor everybody on YouTube, and that'd be kind of cool to partner with a mapping company, because that's my whole thing. Because I don't know, I really like them all. I really don't discriminate against all the different mapping services. I think they're all good at their own thing usually, and they're pretty fun. Yeah, the Aztec Peak looks so cool. Or the Aztec area, yeah. I definitely want to check that out. Yeah, so the reason there's no photospheres there is it's because it's on tribal land, so you can't just legally jaunt on over there. We'll go meteorite hunting. That would be pretty cool. I've never found a meteorite. Haha no Canyon. That sounds interesting. Apple Maps never takes me where I actually need to go. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Caltopo does need more promoting. I do promote paper maps, but that's usually for like videos where that's applicable. But in a lot of my adventures, I can't just use a paper map. And Caltopo has really been great lately. That's really cool. Got a little isolated butte. And yeah, this canyon is sweet. I think this is also on the reservation? Question mark. Yeah. Yeah. But and I don't know. I just love everything maps. And I think I give Google Maps a hard time in a lot of my videos because mainly I'm just talking about people who, which including myself, use Google Maps for literally everything. And I feel like road trips, like paper maps, are pretty fun for road trips. But then when you're actually out hiking, it's just not practical all the time. Or it's not even possible to get a good paper map of the area you're in. And so that's where those apps come in. I think they're borderline essential. If they're not essential, but if you want to keep yourself safe and also be really efficient, those apps are so wonderful. And I actually, just yesterday, I was doing a 14-mile hike, and the person leading the group, tried to make the wrong turn. And since I had Caltopo downloaded, I was able to stop that mistake before it turned into a multi-mile detour that would have not ended well. So, yeah. I do really like paper maps, though. Also, great spot, whoever shouted out this canyon. This place is really, really sweet. These overhangs here must be gorgeous. And then they're really cool because they're coming together in these like really pointy points that look so neat. Like especially this one here. Look at that. It's like a needle. That is a really good find. See, I hate looking at the res because I'm always like, oh, I want to go there so bad, but I don't think I'll ever be able to make a video on the Navajo reservation. As cool as that would be, just because, and again, like people always yell at me in the comments whenever I like talk about this stuff. They're like, "Oh, you just need to talk to them." And I've actually gone through the process of, I've gone to their website and I've looked at how you're supposed to do it, and you usually are going to need a paid guide, which at this point maybe I could afford, but still that's like not super practical for me. And then you're going to need like a ton of forms on whatever you're filming and permission on everything. And it's a lot more logistics than I'm currently prepared for as a creator. So people are always saying it's easy, but I really disagree. I don't think it would be easy. And also, I don't even know if they would want me to, make a video on the reservation. I don't think that they would. That's just gonna encourage people to trespass. So I don't know. I feel like it's doubtful from the beginning. Also, speaking of which, we're gonna get off the Navajo reservation after this spot, but this spot is also insane. The natural fractal patterns of this area are just ridiculous, and I, again, would love to see it. I think it's so cool. But yeah, drone shots here would be insane. Anyway, that aside, I don't know if there's any people in here that were yelling at me during that one video, but yeah. It's peak meteorite season in October. Why is that? I'm very curious about this. I just want to brag and say I got a Canyonlands National Park backcountry camping permit for the White Rim Road. Nice, dude. I love the White Rim Road. That's going to be so fun. In London, we got a viewer from London. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I need a res buddy. And the thing is I've met some Navajo people here at Utah State, and they're all such nice people, but I definitely don't get the impression that they are gonna want to take me out there. But I also haven't met that many Navajo Nation members. Anyway, so yeah, I think for the res, like, I'll obviously just film from the road, like when I drive through it for the Arizona random point. But okay, I think that's enough Arizona for now. Let's look at something else. Trying to think. Actually, I have been wanting to look at the Gravant range a little bit. Let's check out the Gravant. I finally learned how to say it the other day, so that's why I can actually look at it. Because I'm pretty sure I was pronouncing it Gross Ventra before, which is definitely a sin. At least I've heard that it's pronounced Gravant now, and that definitely rolls off the tongue better. So hopefully that's correct. But anyway, I'm really wanting to do some more exploring in these Wyoming ranges outside of the Tetons and the winds, because even the winds, like, were really busy last time I was there. So I kind of want to get the authentic Wyoming experience of absolutely nobody but grizzlies, which is scary at the same time, but yeah, that's how it goes. People who do this, who upload 3,000 photospheres of their hike, are not cool, though. Like, I really like the people who just take the photosphere at the coolest spot, but not every step of the way. Like, don't do that. It just bogs down the entire system. And they always do it with the worst camera quality. Greg Jensen. Stop it. Yeah, there's nothing on any of these summits. These look really cool, though. There's some more of those awesome kind of rock glacier looking formations. I mean, look how smooth that is, and it just drops off. That looks sweet. Little tarn. Pyramid Peak. It's a really cool banding. Whoa, what is this? Is that a fracture line? It's interesting. Yeah, the Gravant looks pretty interesting. Very smooth mountaintops. And no photospheres, it looks like. Other than Greg Jensen's 3,000. Getting some lag now, probably from all those photospheres. Darwin Peak. That looks like a really cool cliff. That looks really cool. That actually reminds me of the Uintas a little bit. Huh. Let's see. Are you limiting yourself to the West Coast for what? Just like looking around? Probably not. Oh, the meteor showers. Yeah, duh. Have you hiked the Grand Canyon rim to rim trail? I have not. I've only ever been to the Grand Canyon once, and it was when I was kind of younger, so didn't do anything insane. Yeah. Are you planning on exploring anything? Oh, that's what your comment was. Was it? Oh. I don't know. East Coast is probably far off just because it's really hard for me to get over there, but I would eventually like to do it. Any spots in Europe? Definitely Norway. Outside of Norway, not too much right now, but I mean, I would love to see the Matterhorn. Those are red rocks to the north. I have a couple 360 photos on Google Maps when I have a soup point. I illegally drove my vehicle there. Whoops. It happens, I guess. Yeah, it does kind of look reddish around here. I don't know if that's what you were talking about. I don't know. Gravant, I think I'm just going to have to go check it out. And then same thing with the Absarokas. Wyoming Peak has also been on my list because it has... Actually, yeah, let's look at Wyoming Peak. Because it looks like cheese. I don't know if you guys get this vibe, but does this not look like cheese? That looks like some cheddar right there. I don't know what about it, but it just looks like a slice of cheese. And beyond that, it just genuinely does look pretty cool. These really nice smooth tops here are really nice, but there's no photosphere because no one goes here. Not true, but I think this area is pretty lesser traveled. Actually, let's jump over to Google Maps. The one complaint I have with Google Earth is for some reason it doesn't store the photos in here. Well, it does, but it's like really annoying to find them. I think you can't. Someone told me about it the other day. Like these photos should be in a nice little UI thing like Google Maps has. So say, for example, I use Google Maps and I go over to Wyoming Peak. I can just center on an area and any photos that are on the system from this area, I just pop them up. That's so easy and nice, and I don't understand why they can't just have that in Google Earth. Why isn't there a little arrow that can pop up with photos? That would be sweet. But no, they don't have that. But, oh well. Wow. Wyoming Peak definitely looks cool. I would like to see a photo from maybe... It's kind of hard because these cool slopes are facing away. Yeah, like no photos up there. Maybe you could see them from here. No, super blurry. Like, come on, there's got to be some more photos. That's it. Okay. Well, I want to go check out the Cheese Mountain Range. You guys have to agree, right? It looks pretty funky. Just all around. Very food-looking range. Especially this cliff here. That's so funny. Anyway. As a Swede, I agree on Norway. Actually, yeah. Speaking of this real quick. Tangent. This is by far the top of my bucket list in Europe, is this one spot in Norway. I can't pronounce it, but just since we're on the topic. Okay, because if we're just going to look at Europe here, Spain seems interesting, but haven't looked into it too much. The whole Alps and Pyrenees, they look cool, but nothing I could not find in North America for the most part, although there are some exceptions in the Alps, like just world-class things I would like to see, like the Matterhorn or maybe the Dolomites, stuff like that. But that's really far out, and since it's already, those are the most popular mountains on the planet, I might as well just wait. Like, they're not getting more popular, so I'm in no rush to get there. But Norway has always been kind of a dream of mine, just because I have some Norwegian and Swedish and I guess Scandinavian heritage, so I've always just kind of felt drawn to that location. And then, I don't know, I've always just really obsessed about going to Norway. But recently, the place I want to go to the most has to be this area. I don't know what it's called because it's a bunch of islands, so I don't know if they all have their own name or if it has a regional name. But these just blow my mind. These just stunning vertical peaks right above the ocean. Like, especially, I looked at this one earlier today. I don't know. That is just otherworldly. The most insane, I think granite. I don't know if that's granite. But anyway, the most insane granite peaks, I'm just going to call them granite, right above beautiful blue ocean with these like little, I don't even know how to describe a lot of this stuff. It's so out there. I don't know how to describe it. That is insane to me. I would really, really love to go here if I could go anywhere in Europe. Yeah, just blows my mind. Which one did I click on? It'd be cool if there's one a little closer to that rim because there's a really nice, oh, yeah, like this blue lagoon here, especially since we're so far north, like that looks tropical down there, but it's not. Okay, is there one closer where we can see the lagoon? No, that's the one I clicked on. Try this one. Ah, oh, yeah. Like, that's ridiculous. That just, that is ridiculous. This one has some more green. That's even better. Let's see if anybody knows where this is. I'm really not sure. Like, what the name is, I guess. Oh, the webcam died? Shoot. Dang it. I don't know how to get it back on. Okay. Let me just hold up. Okay. We can use my computer camera, I think. That's not as ideal, but whatever. I think my phone has had enough. All right, let me try switching it back. Okay. Yeah, I just had to reset it. I usually use my phone just because I can get the angle a little better. Is that better? Are we back? Sorry. Thank you for telling me. Oh, Lofoten. Okay. Yeah. Chris Carroll, welcome in. Yeah, I'm definitely having a good year. It's been, I've seen so many really cool things for sure. Fabio from Italy, would you ever consider exploring a bit of the salt flats or the salt lake? Would it be interesting? I know it's not mountains, but still pretty cool as a geo feature. Yeah, I do have a video that I've had planned forever out near the salt flats, but I haven't been able to do it because it's actually kind of, I don't know. I just have this ideal video idea, and it hasn't been the right conditions for it yet, so I'm waiting. But eventually, yes, I would like to do that. So, yeah. Hello from Cache Valley. Yes. Nice pointy rock. When are you going to the Cascade Mountains? I already went. Videos are going to be coming out for that over the next, I don't know, couple months. I have, I think, 6 videos recorded right now that are going to be coming out, and they're all from Cascades and Canada. So, actually, let's see what it looks like from the bottom here. I just want to look around this area. It definitely seems like it's popular, but it's so insane. Lofoten. Wow. I don't know. I've never seen anything like that. Just wicked peaks next to the ocean. Somehow kind of looks tropical, even though it's definitely not. It just blows my mind. This peak seems popular for good reason. I mean, it'd just be mind-blowing to go here. So I don't even know if I'd want to go yet, because I don't know if anything could beat that. But yeah, let's actually look at the salt flats real quick. That's a good topic because I actually read an article this week for school about how the salt flats are actually shrinking because they've basically sucked up all of the aquifer to use it for these phosphate mines. And the salt is not actually created by Lake Bonneville. These salt flats formed after because groundwater seeps out during wet periods and creates them. So essentially, yeah, salt flats are dying slowly, which is kind of sad. So I should go out there and do something. But my video idea is to just summit this peak here because this mountain range is pretty much one of the only mountain ranges on the planet that I can find that is completely encompassed by salt. There's also this little nub here, but everything else in Utah is at least connected somewhat to the mainland. Like this one is, I don't know, just maybe barely separated by salt here. But say if you go look at the Black Rock Desert, like this little mountain is connected to the outside, or these are kind of connected to the outside. There's nothing really stuck in the middle of the salt flats on a huge scale. Like even this one here is kind of connected to this little agricultural area. And the only other place I could find was in Bolivia here. There's a giant salt flat that has a pretty good mountain out in the middle, encompassed by salt. But other than that, like, couldn't really find anything. So really unique experience to climb a mountain that's completely encompassed by salt. So I do want to do that. But yeah, it as you can see, there is still a bit of water that comes up here, and if that happens, you're just not going to be able to drive across that. And this area is also a bunch of military bases and super dry and hard to get through, so hasn't happened yet, but I would really like to do that. And now I'm like in a rush because yeah, this area is kind of just going through it right now. The Great Salt Lake is shrinking. It's just a bunch of bad. So I would like to go out there and talk about it. And it is a really unique ecosystem. So yeah, hopefully I'll be able to do that this winter. Hopefully. As long as it is a dry period long enough for me to be able to drive over this salt, I should be able to go do that. And I don't think there's any... Oh, there is a photosphere. Okay. I can give you a great idea of what it's going to look like then. Sneak peek. So here we are. This is one of the most unique summit views on the planet, which is just so cool to me. It actually is really wet. I'm surprised that they got out here right now. Just every direction you look, there's salt. That's crazy. So, yeah, that's hopefully the goal for the salt flats. Also, yeah, is the camera still not working, or is it working now? I don't know. Oh, my stream is just like going through it right now, I think. Is it still working? I think it's working. Okay. Everywhere in angle roll, yeah. Peak refuel or mountain house? That's a good question. I don't know. I think mountain house is a little tastier, I would say. But peak refuel is not bad at all. I really don't have a preference when it comes to backpacking meals. I just eat everything that I can get my hands on. So yeah. Actually, I'm curious at South America. It's really interesting how a lot of the ecosystems here are really quite similar to Utah. And it looks similar too, all across South America. The area I've been most interested in lately is actually the photo on this stream's why can't I think of the name? Thumbnail. That's this area here. Just because we got the Amazon on this side and then extremely high peaks here. So I feel like it would be a cool place to visit in this transition area. And from what I've seen, it looks really, really beautiful. But there's also not much over there. So, yeah. Probably never going to get there, but it just looks cool. Like, this side is very wet, and I mean, those rocks are insane. Look, they've been sculpted. Jungly mountain environment. Seems really cool. Because I think these are like 20,000 foot peaks too. There's almost no photospheres. Because that is the Amazon there, right? Or is that kind of a little farther south? Yeah, that's southern, maybe getting out of what technically is classified as the Amazon. I don't know. I'm not an expert on South American stuff. Let's see what it looks like here. Oh, see, that's so cool. Nice. We got all the backpackers. Oh, is that the same person? Yeah, I think it is. They just went around. That's funny. So they probably went farther up. What does it look like up here? Yeah, and then you just go straight to Alpine. Rainforest to Alpine. I guess there's a little difference in the middle. Oh, that's cool, the cloud cover. Anyway, well, I'll focus on that on another stream. I think I want to do a South America stream soon, because maybe my next international trip I would like to be South America, but that is a pretty big ask. So I don't know if I'm ready for that yet, but doing some streams would definitely help plan for that. But anyway, strangest experience you've had in the wilderness? I haven't really had any strange wilderness experiences, I would say. I don't know. I'll have to think about that. Are you open to China? Dude, China has so many really, really cool places that I would love to visit, but I don't know if I'm ready to go to China. But yeah, definitely not. I wouldn't be opposed. I didn't get any good astrophotography. It was very cloudy and smoky while I was there in the Cascades, so no. Anyway, are you guys talking about Pando as well? Yes, you are. The world's biggest organism of aspen trees. Yes, actually, let's go look at that. That has been something that's on my mind. The only reason I haven't made that video is because, what channel is it? My Life Outdoors made an excellent video on Pando, which, like, I didn't want to make another video about it right after he did, just because, you know, he made a great video. But it actually is pretty cool, and I've been looking at I've been learning a lot about Aspen in college, so I feel like I'd be able to speak pretty knowledgeably about it. I don't actually know what the border is here, but yeah, it really is the largest organism, because they're all connected through the roots, and it's just think of it like, I don't know, like a kind of tree that sends up suckers, like a cherry tree, where you have that big main stem, but then it has all those other little trees coming off the side, and if you don't trim them, it gets really bushy and bad. That's kind of the same thing that's happening here. They are all connected in the root system, and so each tree is essentially just a little stem, but there's just no big central tree. So it's the kind of same principle there, but a different strategy. And so what will happen is, if you don't get any fire, and if there's no disturbance, and the aspen aren't outcompeted by conifers, they'll just keep cloning themselves and just get bigger and bigger and bigger. So in this case, Pando has just kept growing, and there's not really any conifers here because it's the right conditions, so it hasn't been outcompeted and it got really close to burning this year. The Monroe Canyon fire was really close to it, but it hasn't been burnt down either. So yeah, it is the largest living organism, I'm pretty sure, or at least very close to. So that would actually be a great video for this fall, because if I went there with the turning leaves, that'd be pretty awesome. And that's actually the way you can tell the clones apart, is each clone, all of the trees turn their leaves at the exact same time, so you can see the borders between the clones. But anyway, that is a good idea. I might actually do that this fall. That's a great, easy trip, nice and close. I've never seen it, so I should go see it before it burns. And yeah. Let's see. Yeah, what else would be some easy trips for this winter? I think so. We got Desert Peak, Pando would be good. Maybe Wyoming Peak. There's also, I've really been interested in this mountain range. This is the Deep Creek Range. I think it looks really cool, especially this area. It's got lots of really cool granite. That might be good. What else? Let's see if we've got any suggestions. I think the largest singular organism is cell wall thick fungi mat. Yeah, I think they did get. Well, I think they used to say it was the largest, but then that fungi thing was discovered. Any sites interest you in Africa? Yeah, actually was looking at Kilimanjaro before this stream. I think Africa is really cool because it is always so much bigger than I imagine. So I know there's so many things there, but I just haven't looked into it too much. O'Connor Productions, thank you. I love Idaho as well. But he didn't interview the trees to ask if they're related. Yeah, he made a really short, quick video. So I think what I could do is, like, at least it seems like his whole goal is to quickly educate and boom, you're done. Like, the video is 4 minutes long. But me, I would want to go explore around. Like, I think maybe I could do, my thing could be just showing the area a little bit more. So, yeah. Anyway, yeah, Africa would be cool to look at. I think, yeah, it's just so big. I mean, especially Google Earth is a really great way to actually see the size of it. It just is freaking huge. But at least for now, the coolest things that I've seen are obviously like the mountains over near the Rift Valley and stuff. Lots of cool volcanoes. And then really just, I don't know what these are called, but these mountain ranges within the Sahara are all ridiculous. And there would be otherworldly places to visit because, I mean, just look at that. Like, you're basically on Mars. And it's very lifeless and harsh, so it'd be a pretty crazy place to visit. I'd say that's probably the coolest place in Africa that I've seen. But anyway, someone asked a question about geography or conservation as a day job. That is my plan. I mean, that's why I'm in college. If the channel does become a full-time job, that would be pretty cool, but I'm not banking on that. I definitely think geography is a good way to go. Like, mapping is really important. Yeah, so. Oh, yeah. Speaking of Lewiston, one of my ideas for some more state exploration is to go from the lowest to highest point of a state in one trip. And for Idaho, that would be going from Lewiston, which is right here, to Bora in one single trip, which that in itself would be pretty difficult because they're kind of separated by a lot of stuff. But that would be a pretty fun way to do something like that. I've also thought a video of like retracing Lewis and Clark's path would be cool. Just doing Lolo Pass and, you know, some of the Columbia River. That might be a good way. So, yeah, I have lots of Idaho ideas because Idaho is my home. So, full of stuff there. But yeah, Lewiston will probably end up in a video somehow, just because it is important in Idaho history, I guess. Okay, I'm just trying to figure out some more weekend trips I can do while I'm in school. I could go to City Rocks. I don't know if I want to put that on my channel, though. Just because City Rocks is already too busy. Actually, someone just sent me an email about doing 9 Mile Canyon. That would be interesting. Maybe Range Creek. Just going back to the... Oh, yeah. I forgot. I was going to do just a whole Desolation Canyon trip. I don't know if I could do that this fall on a weekend, though. We'll see. I could try to go to the maze. That might be interesting. I'd have to look into that. I just don't have a 4x4 vehicle. I need a 4x4 vehicle. Actually, going to Desolation Canyon would be cool. Actually, I do want to see if there's no pins in all of Desolation Canyon, except for down here. That's crazy. Nice. Yeah, this would be a really good fall trip. I love southern Utah in the fall. Maybe we'll do that. This would be so fun in the fall, especially with any Aspen. Yeah, Goblin Valley I've never been there, but that's definitely been interesting. Thimble Rock. Such a weird... Is this the Google Earth location? Yes, Great Sand Dunes I really want to visit. I think Great Sand Dunes looks so cool. It is far, so it probably won't happen for a while, but sometime in my life I would love to visit. Let's see. Is this going to take me somewhere? These Google Earth codes are so weird. What were you saying about this spot? Thimble Rock? I'm confused. There's nothing here. I don't know if I typed it in wrong or something. I don't know. I'll have to explain that one. But yeah, I think Desolation Canyon. Backpack. Well, we'll see. Depends on the weather. I'd also love to do Arch Canyon or Hammond Canyon. Those have all been on my list. Also, this area, Fry Canyon, looks so cool from Google Earth. And also lesser traveled, I think. I think there's a lot of dirt bikers that go here. Let's see if this is a dirt biker. Really bad lag. Wow. Okay. This is new. I don't think I've seen this one. October 2024, it is new. Cool. That looks pretty sweet. Is this person climbing? This is a drone shot. Wow, those are really nice out there. That'd be a fun climb, though. With a rope. Huh. That's a really good photosphere. I don't know why I did that. Yeah, that was interesting. What's the best date hike? Oh, that's a good question. Ancient shorelines. Date hike. I would say something. Honestly, I'd say something that's kind of difficult, because then there's not as much pressure if you kind of stop talking, because you're going to be breathing a lot and it's kind of hard. Um, but I don't know. That's a really good question. What do you guys think? I think ancient shorelines is great, like a beach walk, a beach hike. That sounds good. Derpy Tyrantrum has got a coordinate for us. We'll look at that. Yeah, sorry, I'm getting distracted. Date hike. That is a great question. I really don't know. I feel like it really depends on the person too. Because if the person you're going on a date with is like this giant plain has interested me for a while because there's literally nothing there. It's such a huge area of nothing. What is this spot exactly? I mean, these hills look really cool. Oh yeah, there's some painted hills there. That's nice. This is near the maze. Is there a photosphere? Anyway, what was it? I was saying, like, it depends on the person you're going on a date with. Because if you're going on a date with someone who's not that outdoorsy, like, don't take them on something crazy. But if they are, then I would say do something hard if you guys are both outdoorsy. Because that's always fun to me. Doing something challenging and doing that with another person. There's actually a lot of really cool circular formations out here. I don't know if that's what you were trying to point out. But near perfect circle right there. That's really cool. Perfect circles in nature are always very interesting. I mean, some of these are kind of close. This looks like Entrada sandstone to me, so it'd probably be fun to walk around on. That one's almost perfect. This one's pretty close. It's really cool from above. Yeah, I don't know what the goal was with that one. Oh, so zoom out and the canyon looks like a footprint. Okay, wait, I gotta go back. Okay, maybe I was too zoomed out. Oh, is it like... Wait. Is... Footprint. Okay, so... Is it like this kind of thing? Oh, or... I don't know. I don't know if my imagination is cut out for this. You guys see the footprint? I guess maybe here as well. I don't know. I'm just creating footprints everywhere now. I don't know. You might have to like draw it out for me. I don't exactly see it. Yeah. Wallowas. Wallowas would be good. That's actually a great place. I was talking with someone about the Wallowas. I don't. You're gonna have to show me the footprint later. I'm too stupid to see it. But I'm glad you showed me that though, because those perfect circles over in this area are actually really cool. Like especially this one. It's very neat. I can't remember what is this, the San Juan River there? No, what river is this? San Rafael. Yeah, that's not many people out there. Yeah, the Wallowas are decently close enough, and it's one of the ranges that I haven't been to yet. And they're really cool geologically. I've been reading about them, so actually doing a trip would be pretty good. Let's see, what peak? I would want to summit a peak for sure. It definitely seems like the north side is a bit more popular, so maybe I could try to come in from the south side. I don't know. It's not a summit. I think this is the spot I've looked at before, because you got really dark brown and white rock next to each other, which is kind of weird. It's like very distinctly brown too. Yeah, like a reddish brown. And then just straight to gray, white, more standard. Yeah, some pretty wicked mountains. The brown is really weird. Because I've seen this color a lot, like in the Rockies, but this brown is a very unique shade. Sacagawea Peak. I mean, yeah, they're a big range too. I feel like this lake would be cool, but there's no pins there at Eagle Lake. You know, it's a huge cirque. Hold up. What the hell? That is not where that is. That was not at all where that was. That's kind of funny. Nothing crazy there. I don't know. Any Wallowa suggestions? I think Sacagawea Peak is probably where I would want to go. Let's see what it looks like a little further down. Yeah, that's nice. It reminds me a lot of, I don't know, mountains in Idaho, I guess. They're quite similar, other than the brown section. Because the rest of it, I think, is granite. So it just looks like kind of like sawtooths or something like that. It seems to be the most popular spot. Yeah, I can see why. It's nice. Yeah. Very cool. So many places to go. Just hopped on. I lived near the Wallowas. Yeah, I think they look pretty cool. Can I ask which major you're doing at Utah State? I'm doing conservation, restoration, ecology with a minor in GIS, but not a geology major, as a lot of people assume. I just love reading about geology. And I really believe that you can learn, especially when it just comes to simple geology. Like, you can learn pretty much everything you need from books. Caucasus? Is that a lake? Oh, waterfall taller than any other in Oregon. Caucasus Mountain. Okay. Caucasus. There's multiple. Which one is it? Okay. Where's the waterfall? Oh, wait. There's two right there. Let's see. Wow, that is just really cool, though, again. The brown. Maybe the waterfall's here? I don't know. Nobody over on Caucasus Mountain. Oh, just this one here. Dang. Okay. Caucasus Mountain's pretty nice. Whoa. Wow, that is really cool right there. I think that's a dike. It's a really weird one, though. Huh. That's really cool right there. I don't see a waterfall. Also, this mountain is weird. Okay, I'm gonna save that one. Caucasus Mountain. That'll be a find for sure. It's worth a jaunt. On the northeast by the Tarns. Okay. But which one? I think it's probably... Okay, but the photosphere is here, which said Caucasus Mountain, but I think the summit they were on was this one? No. I'm so confused now. Which one they were on. I can't tell. I don't think it was that one. Okay, so you said northeast by the Tarns. So right here. Ish. I don't know. I can't see it. I'll have to look it up. Actually, yeah, I'll just do that right now. I'm very curious. That doesn't look right. There's the peak. I don't know. Let's just go look. Maybe there's a photo on Google Maps. Where am I going? Caucasus Mountain. Right there. I mean, this just looks awesome. I'm definitely intrigued. Hawkins Pass is popular. Really, really cool looking mountains, though, with the weird combinations of rocks and these really smooth slopes. We have a video. Okay. Yeah, pretty interesting. I'm gonna try and make that jaunt over there. It doesn't look like an easy spot to get to, but oh well. Cool. Thank you for that suggestion. This looks sweet. I'll try to find that waterfall later. I don't know, maybe it's right here. I should check what you guys are saying now. My email is in my channel. Yeah, I'll just put it's always just, I don't care if you guys know my email. Oh, forgot the N at the end, but yeah. Okay. A lot of comments here. Learning a lot about geology from both books and YouTube. Great teachers. Yeah, Myron Cook and Sean are great. Yeah, I'm glad people find mine educational because I learn the same way you guys are. I just watch videos and do a lot of reading. I didn't stop here on my last road trip, but I drove right past, and I think Granite Rock Mountains. Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, you were driving near, like, the Frank Church area, right? Yeah, that's pretty cool. Saya Falls and Crown Point Falls in Washington are insane. Yeah, I would like to see some more cool waterfalls. I haven't seen that many cool ones in the United States. The best one I saw was in Australia. Oh, here's the supposed waterfall. Okay. Northwest, sorry. Okay. So that would make it... Let's reorient. You said there's an old limber pine? down here. So it's definitely this valley. Okay, let's put in that chord that y'all are talking about. Oh, no, I'm stupid. Okay. No, that is northeast then of the peak. Unless Cusig Mountain wasn't that one I was looking at. I don't know. I'm confused now. Okay, this makes more sense. That looks like a giant waterfall area more than this, I think. And yeah, I can see that. There's a lake there. I actually did see a really big one in Canada too, coming off a glacier. That was pretty cool. I just think this would be a great video to I don't know, I need to read up on the geology, but there's definitely something going on here because this is completely different than this. So just the contrast would be beautiful. I mean, walking this ridge would be cool. And yeah, there's got to be some very interesting geology going on here to talk about in a video. Anyway, very interesting. I think that's where I'll go in the Wallowas. I was wanting to do something there. Looks cool. Where is the nearest road? Where would I hike in from? Ooh. Probably the end of Wallowa Lake, I guess. Looks like it would be kind of far. Oh well, I'll figure that out later. Thanks for the tip, though. Very interesting. I have not seen the Moonscape Overlook, but I was very, very close to it. So I guess I've kind of seen it. Lion Pack Productions, you've been sending some stuff. Let's check this out. Yeah, Hell's Canyon is pretty crazy. New York? Oh, this is Adirondacks, right? Ooh, got a cliff here. Nice. That's pretty. Yeah, I'll make it out to the Adirondacks someday. It's very pretty. The thing I've noticed about areas like this is if it doesn't come across in the picture like it does in person, I'm sure that would be super nice. Especially in the fall. Oh my god. Lots of cool lakes too. I'd love to go canoe camping. We'll see. Once I can afford to drive all the way to New York or something. Maybe I'll just fly. Who knows? Okay, I'm going to look at one more area and then I'm going to hop off. The last spot I wanted to look. Where do I want to look for the last spot? Let's see. One last spot I could go for this winter. You know what? Well, Panda's a really good idea. Oh, yeah. I still need to make that video. Oh, I should do that. I completely forgot about that. I still need to go here. That would be really fun, actually, in the fall. I've been wanting... Ooh. Maybe this would be a good video. I could, like, in one video, go from pretty high... Not alpine, but... You know, high mountain ecosystem. Jeez. Go from high mountain ecosystem to kind of mid-elevation to Great Basin-ish to Mojave all in one video. That might be kind of cool. I also have been wanting to get back to... Where is it? This spot, Yant Flats, which is probably getting really popular now. It was underground for a while, but I don't think so anymore. This place is crazy. It just looks like, sandstone from Google Earth. Oh wait, no, that's not right. Oh yes, it is. Never mind. But in person, the formations are bonkers. Yeah, that would be really fun. I do want to go back there. I found a really cool spot. I think it was on the. Let's see. I need to get north oriented. I didn't click on anything, but okay. It was near here. I think it was one of these buttes. They just look ridiculous. Oh yeah, it was. There they are. They look like little honeycombs. Yeah, that was my spot that I liked. Because where's Zion? Zion's over here. You can see Zion from up here. I think this is the coolest viewpoint. Yeah, I'm going to go back there this fall. That'll be fun. I love this view. Look at that. That is sweet. So I'd originally looked at this area on Google Earth and I was like, it looks cool. And then my dad suggested we go here, and we did, and it was awesome. So, yeah, okay, cool. I'm gonna end the stream there. I got other things to do today, homework, stuff like that. Who banished him to New York? Nice. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Lots of fun as usual. I think I have a better idea of what I'm gonna do this fall, but I'll probably do another stream. I don't know, some point this semester, hopefully. And yeah, thank you so much. Stuff like this is why I want to travel to the U.S. We just don't have anything like that in Europe. Yeah, I mean, you got a lot of good stuff in Europe, but yeah, there's definitely so much to do in the U.S. So if you can, I do recommend. Thanks for joining, everyone. See you, Chris Carroll, Thrasher, everyone with all the good suggestions. The Wallowa tips, that was good. Buddhist priest, thank you. Everyone. So, all right, see you guys later.